All right, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to another video. This is sort of a remake for another video. I didn't really like the last one, so I wanted to remake it, add more stuff, add more value for you guys, and ultimately help you guys get a little better. So, if you have already seen this, then I promise you there's more stuff, so you can still indulge yourself into this. But if you are new, welcome. Hope you enjoy this video. I know this video will help you, so I'm sure YouTube algorithm targeted the right people. But helping you build a life where success and God goes hand in hand. Introduction. First off, this is for people who are looking to strengthen their relationship with God while going for their goals, internal and external goals, like finding your purpose, for example. Hence the title. A lot of people have fears around fully surrendering their lives and goals to God because this world made us believe we can't have both. A lot of people like to picture God and the religious, spiritual people as nobodies, nomads or whatever you want to call it, which if you are on that, it's not bad. In this video, I'll be going over my story and how I was able to become successful while not giving up what I want and still being a man of God and having God first. Then I'll be telling you how I helped others achieve the same, building a foundation with God and with a true purpose. So let us begin. As you may know, my name is David Penamino, and I am a life coach / spiritual coach. Not too fond about the title, but it's been a little bit of a journey. When I was 16, I quit soccer / football, wherever you're from, and the reason being, I fell out of love with the sport, but I always had to dream of retiring my parents. It was always my goal. I always wanted to retire my parents. They had me when they were really young, so I felt like it was the best thing to do. So playing soccer professionally was the only way I saw that happening until I was introduced to the online entrepreneur world. I was luckily brave and naive enough to be completely sold onto the entrepreneurship world, and it begun. Got my first job when I was 16, and my parents were completely against me the entire time because they wanted me to continue playing. Felt like I was going the wrong direction, honestly. Felt like I took a step back, and college was never an option for me because, frankly, I didn't want to do school anymore. I still had good grades, so I'm not going to sit here and say I was terrible. But at the beginning of my entrepreneurship journey, let's call it that, I liked my purpose. I liked my purpose in a true service, and this is the only picture I could find. So mind that. But I was excited to begin, but I just didn't have any direction. I had a slow start, honestly. I couldn't get anything going. I was trying to do side hustles like detailing and stuff like that, but couldn't commit to anything. Then during the summer, going into my senior year, I'm now 17, I bought into Educate. Educate, if you don't know, it's by a guy named Iman Gotzi. Get into that in a second. But funny story how I got it. I was on call with my girlfriend at the time, and I was very hesitant to buy it. It was $997, and to me that was a lot. But she told me that money comes and goes, and just to go for it. And luckily, I listened, because if not, this video would not be being made right now. So, flowers, sure. So if you know Iman Gotzi, he pushed that SMA, and I did that for months with no progress. I'm talking almost a year of doing this. I'm heading towards graduation without any progress and stressed out of my mind because my parents were on my back. Literally this whole senior year. Up to I don't know, halfway through. Yeah, so also during that time, me and my girl broke up, and I heavily relied on her, which pretty much was my testimony to surrendering to everything to God. At the time, I had no plan, couldn't be by myself / love myself. Time was kind of running out. My relationship with God at that time wasn't the best, and I was lost, filled with doubts, worrying about, is this stuff really going to work out? And so that's when I truly surrendered everything to God, and that's when he took over, he could say. That's when my spiritual journey began. So, how I helped others and myself do the same. So everything I'm going to say how I help other people, but I did the same exact thing. So don't feel like I'm just putting up bull. Anyways, I first started off helping them build a foundation of someone they can rely on to become successful. Started off with these 3 foundations. We got clear on what they wanted, we got clear on who they need to be, and we got clear on why they keep going. Made a clear vision on what they wanted, who they needed to be, and made a day in the life / wiki page about who they are. Having them step into that person every single day with daily meditations. I'm so sorry if that hurts your ears. We implemented the Discipline 30 to keep them accountable, and I will leave a link in the description if you guys want to access that to keep yourself accountable and see what habits you can keep instilling. The reason why we added this Discipline 30 is to, I know it's going to look like this. I'll just show you. Alright, so this is how your Discipline 30 is going to look, and this is pretty much, I know it just looks like checking out boxes, but we have a wake up time, customize whatever time you want to wake up. Meditate for 10 minutes. Mine says 30-30 because I meditate for an hour a day, at least. And then work out 10 minutes, study 10 minutes, and do deep work for 10 minutes. So this is just to keep, the habits in check, right? And obviously you could just lie to yourself and, click, click, click and say, yeah, I did it. But this clicking that box and knowing that you did those 10 minutes bare minimum, it will reinforce into your subconscious mind that you are becoming a different person. And that's something I helped my students do as well. Reprogram the subconscious mind. So all this stuff, becoming clear on creating those visions and stuff like that, it's just to reprogram their old stories, reprogram the subconscious mind. And, coincidence, we went deep in the subconscious mind to reprogram old beliefs and flip their stories to make it serve them. One of my best transformations is my now friend Chad. He's a coach and coaches people on how to trade and blew up like crazy. So if you're into trading, you gave me up. Maybe I'll get you connected to him. But have them connect to themselves have them connect themselves with their higher selves, who they need to be, to get to which we got clear on, and be guided by God. One thing I also want to mention right here, have them connect themselves with their higher self and consciously throughout the day, as much as you can, be that higher self. How does that person walk, talk, react, think? All right. My newest client, I've been working with Alex for about 4 weeks now, and when we first met, he was so done with the materialistic part of the world. He has the money, he has a nice home, and honestly, he's living most people's dreams life. But he felt like a little void inside of him, like a lack of purpose, for example, which is a message I want to highlight all over my community and teachings. Everything you are seeking for is found within. You have it all now. So no amount of money, not the physique, girls, whatever it is that you believe is going to give you a feeling will ever make you feel that. Let me just go to the example. No amount of money will ever make you feel the validation you believe it will bring. No amount of money will bring you the status, whatever emotion you attach towards it, whether it's happiness, love, completion, whatever. It will not fill the void. There was a bunch of things we needed to implement and learn about so he can fully uncover the truth within himself. The more and more negativity he surrendered and let go of, the closer he got to the truth. And the more and more you uncover, the closer you get you're finding out what your purpose is. Now you will see how this all ties together all over your life. Okay, so just stick with me, all right? This all will tie in at the very end. So just stick with me. I just said that. Anyways, this is the scale of consciousness, all right? And this is what I truly believe. If we begin to understand that this is not only getting us closer to all our goals, it's not only letting us live a much more peaceful or purposeful life, it brings us closer to God, the truth. So I'll begin to decipher this. Now, for the people who are wondering if this is going against their religions, current beliefs, and stuff like that, I promise you, everything that I've read, everything that I've been picking up on doesn't go against Christian beliefs at all. Some do, honestly, I'll be honest with you, but when I look at them, I believe that the ways I've been learning are a little better, And I like to push out that you can go for your own truth. Look for your own truth. If it's a Christian, it's Muslim, whatever it is, just find out what resonates with you more. And number one thing, believe that God is within you. That's all I have to say. I believe Jesus Christ is within me too, but how to implement this? Everything that falls under the level 200 is a negative feeling, holding you back and covering up from the truth. Level 200 is courage, which is right here. This big red line right here. All this stuff, negativity. Pride, anger, desire, you can read it. It's all negativity. Filling you up with illusions and trying to control, trying to predict, trying to stay comfortable. Okay, this is what you don't want to stay in. So that's why in these, letting go, stuff like negative emotion and stuff like that, will get you into higher ones. Make you get what you want. But not in that way. I'll explain. So, in simple terms, you will begin to take these steps. Become aware of your negative thoughts and reactions as much as possible. Thoughts or emotions that don't serve you. I'll put that in quotations just to make it more simpler for you. You'll begin to notice how much your old stories and beliefs play a role while you stroll around your day unconsciously. We are unconscious 90% of our day. So imagine the subconscious mind with all those negative beliefs, all those negative emotions, just displaying what it has every single day, 90% of your day. That's probably why, some people live miserable lives. Then, so once you become aware of those things, then let those emotions and thoughts arise without any attachment or judgment. They were a part of your old story, so they aren't who you are now. Don't give those thoughts, emotions, power over you. Now, this is something very, very key, this next step. I learned this very, very recently. Honestly, I would judge my old emotions. I would push it away. I would resist it. But what you resist persists. So this next step says, accept and forgive the old stories that were once part of who you were or who you are. You will constantly get tested with your old stories. So it's important for you to accept and forgive who you once were. Accepting and forgiving your old self is the ultimate way to find peace within. There's no more guilt. There's no more blame. There's no more shame. It allows you to it allows you to move forward. It allows you to move on, and you put your focus on things that serve you, which is the next step. The opposite of the old story. Getting clear on this new story is super important once you become aware of your old story. This is how you uncover the truth within you. Those negative old beliefs, thoughts around anything in life have been projecting what you're seeing in your current reality right now. So switch it up. Hopefully that makes some sense. If you have any questions, be sure to hit me up. This whole thing on my journey, broke it down to a document. Now, of course, I couldn't finish everything I learned throughout, but this is pretty much everything I've been focusing on, at least, right? It's all been spiritual stuff. Starting off with what, who, why. How to discipline 30 sheet to keep myself and others accountable and reinforce who I am and my 2-hour subconscious. I keep switching between first and third and whatever person, so hopefully you understand what I'm trying to say. Which I know I didn't cover too much about the subconscious, but I have a whole masterclass which I'll link in hopefully there's like a tag right here. Hopefully it'll help. Actually, I think it's like boom right there. Or let me stop. Flipped our story and made it that story serve us, meditating and visualizing us living that story every single day, reminding ourselves as well throughout the day of this story and forgetting the old one, accepting the old one. Honestly, I like that one better. So let's change that. Uncovering the truth, part 2. Become aware of your thoughts and reactions as much as possible. Then let those emotions and thoughts arise without any judgment or attachment. Accept and forgive those old stories and accept that they're once part of you. Then focus on the things that serve you. You will get tested by things, people, your own mind, and thoughts. But it's up to you as the observer. Now, I know I haven't mentioned this before, but I want you to understand that you are not your thoughts or emotions. Since you're able to observe and be aware of those things, that means you aren't those things. Just know you don't have to react. You don't have to indulge into what your mind pops up in your head. Okay, that's from the ego. That's what I like to call it. All right, this is what you need. This is what I had, and I know this will help you. Don't be afraid to invest in yourself. I promise you, I'm not here just to sell this. Obviously, I just gave you all this value, but I promise you, if you at least join the community, I'll be able to help you out a lot, right? And of course, if you're interested in one-on-one, hit me up. We implement the Discipline 30 to keep us accountable throughout the week, us as in me and my community. I give you a clear guideline on how to meditate and get closer to your purpose and God. We reprogram your subconscious mind and create what you want. And there's exclusive content diving deeper into topics I talk about, whether it's the ego, whether it's being the observer, whether it's about letting go, etc. Also, there's also some more masterclasses on that as well. So feel free to jump into those. There should be a playlist. 2 calls per week with yours truly, hosting Q&As and masterclasses, and breaking down exactly what's holding you back from achieving what you want. Lots of resources to get you going on the right direction. And many more perks, like creating new friends and talking to people who are on the same journey you're on, finding your purpose, becoming successful with God on your side. And the main goal here is to overcome the fear of surrendering everything to God, and overcoming the fear that you'll lose the desires you have. To master your mindset and emotions, break free from self-sabotaging beliefs, and rewire your subconscious to change your life. pretty self-explanatory. Also, what I like to highlight is this. Break down exactly what's holding you back from you achieving everything you want. This gets really, really spiritual, but I promise you, like I said, it all ties in. And hopefully you're able to even make your own ties without me having to point it out. But if you're interested in joining, I'm giving out a free one-on-one call with me to see if you'd be the right fit. If you're interested, DM me I'm in, and I'll get you a call set up with me personally. God bless again. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Also, if you have any more questions, you can also comment them. And again, you can also just hit me up on Instagram. I'm always there to open up. I'm always open for questions, for anything. And yeah, again, Discipline 30 link will be down in the description. And I don't know what else I'll leave it down there. Maybe something else. Just, you can check. But yeah, God bless.